Anyway, barring that little problem there. So we kind of ran into another issue. While grinding for vitamins, so we unfortunately lost our other X-ray specs that I got, and I'm trying to find another set of them, and it's proving difficult. Reason being is trigger an apple trap, and I don't need to say anything else. I guess that's why they recommend you have more than one set of them. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, low blow game. Seriously, low blow. So I'm going through a couple of the treasure dungeons, hoping I find more than just Pokey or perhaps the hoping perhaps the Kecleon brothers might actually stock on them. I doubt it, but the having the X-ray specs would just make things so much simpler. And it's a shame that the awards that you get for rescuing some Pokemon, some of them are kind of lame. Or I already have like a million of them. Like, I'm going to give you more Reviruses. I don't need them. Thanks, but I don't need them. I don't really need Brutal Swing anyway. There's a couple requests through here. I mean, it's pretty short dungeon, but I do notice that there's a lot more equipment, per se. Also, I'm learning my lesson. I'm turning my microphone down a bit. Turning my game audio up a tad. I think that might fix some of the balancing a bit. Please, please, please. If there's a way, I wish there was a way we could trade those out. Because the scope lens is kind of eh. So I'm only going to be streaming for 4 hours tonight because there's a lot that I need to do the next couple days. So, unfortunately, my original plans fell through. Let's just put it that way. But I'm going to be busy the next 2 days anyway. Wow, where did that stutter come from? Ah, well. It's bad enough I have to work 40 hours a week. And barely have time for anything else to begin with. And then when I get a few days off, it's like, well, you gotta do this, and then I had some other plans that I needed to work out anyway. So we're just going to finish this dungeon, and then I'm just going to say screw it, and we're going to dive right in. First, we're going to go to the aquatic fields, because last week we managed to defeat Entei and Raikou, but everyone knows there's a third one. And then essentially, when all is said and done, we basically just went through a 99 floor dungeon at the end of the day. Because 3 different dungeons, 30 floors each, that's already 90 floors altogether. And then the other one is the The one where it leads to inevitably Ho-Oh. I mean, spoilers, but since the legendary beasts were involved, is that really a spoiler? So, we should be able to do the, do that dungeon, and then we're going to attempt, keyword, attempt, the Stormy Sea. Or whatever dungeon it is that we find, Lugia in. But another thing that we will do is hopefully I can find another set of X-ray specs in doing all of this. If I can, great. If not, then I'm probably going to have to do the Buried Relic next time, because I don't think we're going to make it through all of those dungeons in one sitting. I know. Quick attack, keeping quick attack on Sylvia is a meh choice, but the reason I do it is because it's to give her some options, because Jess ends up being able to attack everything to begin with. And that Bone Rush is so potent, I love it. Yeah, I think I might save the Buried Relic for next time. Hopefully I can find a set of X-ray specs so that I can do that. Because there's a few other Pokemon that I am quietly raising. Besides the Flygon you see on screen, there's also the Salamence you saw before. And then I've been raising Latios as well. Because between the two of them, as much as I like Latios more conceptually, Latios is the better battler. So I'm trying to make him broken. Kecleon shop. Looks like a TM, a Big Apple, and a wand of some sort. What's the TM? Wild Charge. I already have one of those, so that doesn't matter. And the two-edged wand. That's okay, Adam. I guess you could say this became a struggle. Alright, that was bad. I don't understand one thing, though. Out of all the rare qualities that I have come across, how come I never got the rare quality that makes multi-hit moves hit more? Did they remove that from the game? Maybe while, come to think of it, I don't think there were any requests in this dungeon, so this was kind of foobar. I already have Persian, so wrong move. Get him. Also, yes, as you can see, Jess is now level 70 and Sylvia is 67. So, the group is getting very powerful. And Latios may only be level 40, but his stats are on par with Jess and Sylvia. So as they say, level and advantages don't matter in the end. Empowerment Seeds. If only Flygon had a Mega Evolution. That is one Pokemon that I am disappointed that they missed the mark with. Oh yeah, this is the one where you get all the spikes and the fossils. Yeah. Selling fodder. Not really. I don't really use them as weapons. I just use them for selling fodder. Even though I don't really need to because I have so much money to begin with now. But anyway. But one thing I'm also going to do is I'm going to adjust the move sets of some of the Pokemon that we've been working on. Unfortunately, I think Jess and Sylvia are as good as I'm going to get them. Also, let's change the flag, because I feel like I need to do that every time I stream this game. Let's see, well, considering we're helping him out, let's change it to Spinda. Alright, got anything interesting? Yay, more Bronze Dojo tickets. Whoop-dee-doo. Alright, got anything interesting? Preferably any X-ray specs? No. You don't even have any escape orbs. What good are you at this point? Ah. Oh. Okay, well, it looks like this is an endgame event. These two, Ekans and Medicham, only show up once you meet certain requirements. We're in the endgame, folks. After all. Do I have any more gold ribbons in storage? Nope, doesn't look like it. Also, yeah, isn't it just my luck to keep losing the X-ray specs? All because, no, wait, it didn't get turned into an apple. What happened was, the escape orb I brought with me turned into an apple. So there was nothing I could do. And since I was using Latios of Metagross that I've been raising as well, and a Banette I have been raising as well, there was nothing I could do. We wiped because of a monster house. Which is a shame, but that's just how it works sometimes. I love how that's... I'm rich! Only a way this easy to make money, am I right? Okay, so... I know, Gulpin, I know. So, first let's look at the Cantonian starters here. What can I do? The problem is the Mega Evolution is random. So, honestly though... Ooh, I can learn Outrage. Not bad. I'm going to teach it both Thunder Punch and Dragon Pulse. I'm surprised you don't have Flamethrower. Come to think of it, I need to teach Latios Dragon Pulse. I think he still has Dragon Breath. Okay, that's it for you. Blastoise. Signal Beam would be good. I'm thinking due to the abilities that you get, it would be better to teach you the Pulse moves. So, or the Aura Sphere or something like that. So, we're just going to kind of hold off on Blastoise. Kadabra could be interesting if I could get it to evolve. Hold on. Persian has quite the learn set. Throat Chop wouldn't be bad. Okay. The Gengar's good. What about Gyarados here? I wish this Gyarados were a little bit stronger. It's already pretty good, it's just I wish it were a little bit better. Not really. I would teach it Bounce, so it would have the same type attack bonus flying move, but unfortunately, it has the same problem that Splash has. So, the Pokemon jumps in the air for one turn, but then it comes crashing down in a random location. I'm surprised you don't have... Oh, yes you do. Should not have wasted that Waterfall TM on Feraligatr, because I forgot I could learn Liquidation. Then again, I always forget when Liquidation became a move in the series. I think you learn Signal Beam naturally, so Electro Web wouldn't be bad, but his accuracy is very bad. I'll have to look at your learn set. You're going to be a monster eventually. Sceptile's where I want him to be. Let's work on Blaziken here. Dual Chop? Huh. Thunder Punch, yes, we do one Thunder Punch on Blaziken so it can do something. Okay. It was a fighting move that just... I don't know. I'll have to look at your learn set. Skitty is another one I'm working on because it's actually good in the right hands. Here, do you teach Rock Slide by any chance? No. Although Stealth Rocks would be good under normal circumstances, it's bad in this game. You're good. Latios. Draco Meteor! Okay, Dragon Breath is more versatile, but it does less damage, which is with a higher chance of paralysis. Whereas Dragon Pulse just does damage. No, I can't do it. Alright. Let's take a look at the, actually, come to think of it, let me, look at Rayquaza, because its moves are actually pretty bad. Yes, you need to do this in order to Mega Evolve, but... it looks cool, at least. don't think you necessarily need it to Mega Evolve, but it looks cool. Yeah, you need to learn Dragon Ascent. Come on. You're Rayquaza. Fun fact, that's not even a Dragon type move. It's a Flying type. Also, I apologize for anyone that actually watches my YouTube channel. I apologize that I haven't been able to upload anything. I actually forgot to... Yeah. Very simply, I just forgot to make more videos. So, there will be more. It's just right now, there's not much happening. Oh, Dragon Dance on Rayquaza would be broken. Do you have anything worthwhile? Oh, in Dragon Dance too. Not surprising. Oh yeah, I need to fix Metagross here, because it will never use Magnet Rise and oh, Meteor Mash. Alright. That's miles better than Metal Claw. I think I'll give it Bullet Punch instead of Magnet Rise, so it has another option. Okay. Salamence is fine. Flygon, you're fine. Alright, Blaziken. Aside from Blaze Kick, what other? High Jump Kick. Not bad. Not a bad move. Flare Blitz. Risky because of the recoil, but the power it has is ridiculous. I don't think Sky Uppercut's a move in this game. I'm pretty sure it isn't. Alright, you need some fixing. Your moveset is very atrocious. I don't like Zap Cannon because it's inaccurate. But, yeah, there's no but. Discharge is pretty good in this game because at least it doesn't harm allies. Thunder Wave is a must. Yeah, I'm going to race this Ampharos. Magnetic Flux is pointless. I don't like that move anyway. Alrighty, Signal Beam. Sure. That's a good move. Okay, for Alligator, why is your moveset so bad? Like, your learn set, rather. Why is it just so bad? Let's see, Gengar. Do you have any of the other pulse moves or Aura Sphere? No? Charizard. You should have Flamethrower somewhere. Yep, thought so. Although... Heat Wave. That will be interesting. By the way, one of the reasons why Charmander is a good choice for the beginning of the game is because of Dragon Rage. Dragon Rage does a set 40 damage. But... oh, it gets better as you level up. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Air Slash? What's your moveset looking like? Yeah, I can get rid of Flame Burst. You're more inclined to be the Y version of Charizard, but, I can make do. Anyway, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to look up the rare qualities. Rapid Bullseye. Why can't I get that? That's such a good rare quality to have, because what that does is it makes it so multi-hit moves will never miss. If I could somehow get somebody to get that, plus Jess's Steamroll, this could get out of hand very quickly. And the ones I feel like that could do it, Persian's one of them because of Fury Swipes. Multi-hit moves are very broken in this game. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or anything. They are broken. And being able to hit every single move is ridiculous. I don't think Shelter is in this game for that reason. I think they realized what kind of monster they'd have on their hands if they did that. The other one that can do it is Skitty. I believe it can learn, it gains Fury Swipes as well, but it also has Double Slap as an option, which is crazy to me. No. Looks like a lie. But it does have the Double Slap. So, that's one thing I'm going to try to do with those two. I'm going to try to get them to get that rare quality, because also Altaria has Fury Attack, so... I mean, I don't even care if Beedrill gets it. Sure, Beedrill's a glass cannon, but Pin Missile and Fury Attack hitting every single time, yeah, that would be very dangerous. Okay. Then let's go ahead and deposit our money. Also, I don't mean to ignore these two, but they're part of another quest that's more or less an endgame one. I think I might do that one next time. Okay, what are my items currently? Only 2 apples. That's not good. Well, I'm going to start carrying these perfect apples with us because we're never going to use them otherwise at this point. Okay, so... before we get too carried away, I'm also... No, I don't want to talk to Sylvia. Well, I can do that when we get to the field. So... So next is the Northwind Field. So, what we're going to do is we are going to bring, since this is a flying and water area, why don't we bring that newly anointed Ampharos with us? Sure, its stats aren't great. Actually, come to think of it, I might be able to help with that. Yeah, let's go do that real quick while I'm thinking about it. I think it's at the Ravage Field or the Thunder Crag. Thunder Crag. Also, this fur can get out of here. Okay, Ampharos. Ooh, I forgot about you. Nah. As much as I like Manectric, I like Ampharos a bit more. Alright, let's make you a little better. It's all I have to spare, unfortunately. Static, eh? Not bad, not bad. Okay, now... need to figure out where, the Skitty and the, Persian are conveniently in the same spot. Well, that works for me. It doesn't look like much now, but if I can get the rare quality I'm looking for, this thing could be a monster. Strike Back is a better ability, but still not what I'm looking for. Strike Back still better. Alright. Persian. Notorious Fasting. Actually, that isn't bad. Could be better, but it's not bad. Eh. But I didn't get any of the rare qualities I wanted. Okay, North Windfield it is. Let's, go bring Ampharos with us. Zapdos wouldn't be a bad idea either, but my problem with Zapdos is that it takes up a lot of space. However, you're far stronger. Nah. I'm definitely going to bring Ampharos, because at least Ampharos can Mega Evolve, folks. That's one big distinction here. Okay, so I want a Zinc Band for Jess. Oh yeah, I also don't have any more stamina scarves, so this is going to be a lot more difficult. I'll give Ampharos the efficient Abana. Oh my gosh, really? Ugh. I'm gonna give her the heavy rotation specs. Let's make it interesting. I'm going to bring a couple of these invitations, because you never know. Well, not in this dungeon, because I didn't see one in the previous dungeon, so I don't think it's going to be a thing. Okay, withdraw. carry a couple of these. Alright, that should do. Alright. Let's do this, folks. Well, I guess if we end up recruiting a Delcatty... Hey! Goodbye, cruel world! Bellsprout. It's okay. I think I'll just move on, though. Like, I'm not going to try to dawdle too much, because we have a lot of ground to cover in this one. Another empowerment seed. That's cool. You know, probably I'm going to do this because I have several, and the fact is, you're a little bit lacking in power as it is anyway. And I'll give you the power boost that you desperately need. Now, it won't help with your accuracy, but... 106, yeah, that's a lot more damage. That's a lot of damage. What is... Oh, Flaffy. I mean, I already have Ampharos, so what's the point? Crobat, eh? Haven't seen you in a while. Hey, using a bug type move on a dark type. Woo! Tactics. I already have Ampharos. Why do I need a Flaffy? Oh, so that's what it means by the forest diffused. Hey, and there's an apple just when you need them. I should go play as the big man on campus here. Maybe I should have taught you Thunderbolt as well. Oh well. Or maybe Shockwave. Shockwave would probably be better. It's weaker, but it doesn't miss. Boom. Weather is rendered ineffective. Well, since there's Golduck running around, they probably have Cloud9. Jeez, man, chill, chill. $140? What do you need me for then? And for us, L'Oreal, because I'm worth it. Sure. Annihilation. And there's the stairs. This is a fun cue. Boom. One square too far. Oh well. Nah. Jinx. You know, I have a very good question. Why are there sandstorms here? That makes no sense. Ice types are terrible defensively. I believe they are tied with grass types for having the highest amount of weaknesses. And Jinx being part psychic doesn't do it any favors. Well, there's no shortage on those now. It is said that whenever an Ampharos Mega evolves, it becomes a lot more stuck up. In the lore, anyway. Jeez. It's enough to just annihilate Poliwhirl, eh? Okay, halfway point. Boom, boom. Switching back to Jess as the leader. Geez, Sylvia. Poliwhirl's not even a fighting type yet. Alright, how many orange berries do I have left? Oh, I have a lot. Okay, we're good. Yep, I do. Yes, I do. Wrong move. Delibird. Fun fact, Delibird is Delibird, but it also gives a very high amount of experience. It was the Chansey of Gen 2. However, in recent games, they made Chansey and Blissey a bit more common. I mean, Audino, back in the day, in Gen 5, was the common rare Pokemon encounter. I will give them this. It took them a while to get there. And technically it doesn't count because it's a Paradox form, but I do appreciate that they did something for Delibird. Again, it's a Paradox Pokemon, so la-di-da, but the point still stands. Sure, come along. An awakened Delibird. Oh, I'm so frightened. Now, on screen, you've seen me fight Entei and Raikou. I'm going to recruit the rest of them off screen. I'm going to recruit the 3 of them off screen because these dungeons are pretty long-winded, and I feel like I need to have a little more prep time. I already have Dustox and Beautifly, so we're just moving on. Vaporeon? I mean, that makes sense, though.
Also, it leads into one of those theories that I have. The theory that I've always liked about Pokemon.
Now, with the Paradox forms, I'm not so certain now, but like, originally the story of the legendary beasts were that initially they were that Entei, that Suicune, Entei, and Raikou were once Vaporeon,
Vaporeon, Flareon, and Jolteon respectively, when they perished in the tower's fire. And then the 3 beings that came to be were based on the events that happened to burn down the tower. The lightning bolt that struck it, the blaze that destroyed it. Also, this is the first time I've seen Shiftry out here. Anyway, the blaze that destroyed the tower, and then the rain that poured it out. Ho-Oh was a bit of a strange master, wouldn't you say? The only thing that's strange to me out of the 3 of them is the fact that Suicune embodies the North Wind, but how come the other 2 really don't embody any of the other cardinal directions? And what does Ho-Oh have to do with any of this in the end? Aside from bringing them back, besides bringing them back to life. Not much, right? I know. To this day, it's still one of the weirdest legends in the series. Ah, now we have Poliwrath. And Moonblast will kill it. Because now, once Poliwhirl evolves in the Poliwrath, it is a fighting type, folks. Nice. I already have a Blastoise on our side, so we don't need to try to recruit Wartortle. You know, I do have a question about Carvanha. I've yet to see one in a dungeon, but I haven't gone to the far-off sea yet. Well, at least I can handle myself. So I'm not completely SOL. How dare you throw a present at me? Rude. It's not my birthday, it's not Christmas either. What are you doing? Eh, sure. I've yet to see another one of you anywhere else. Here, have this tiny apple. Defensive rhythm. Not bad. Not bad. Croconaw. Again, I don't know what it is. The Johto starters had good middle forms. People say Croconaw looks kind of awkward. Okay, yes, I'll agree with you on that. But I've seen worse middle stage starters. And Bayleaf looks fine, and Quilava is very good for a middle stage. Kinda wish it had stayed that way when it evolved into Typhlosion, but I mean Typhlosion's still pretty good. It's just, it feels weird. Direct center, eh? Alright. Oh dear. Thank goodness that didn't work. Sucks to be you. If we find any more of those, then that'll be nice. One thing I always found interesting, though, is that it was always implied that Ampharos had some sort of, inherent dragon-like abilities within it. Part of me just doesn't buy that, though. It makes me wish that I could also mitigate some hidden abilities, because like Sylvia's hidden ability is would become pixelate. I just refilled all the PP to that move, and then I had to hit a PP leech trap. Just why? Oh well. Halt! Why are you here? Clear and bracing air, crystalline pure water. To stand guard over this beautiful and untainted land, that is why I'm here. I am Suicune, one who runs with the north wind. Intruders foul the air with their outside ills. There is but one solution for invaders: expulsion by force. Here I come. Also, am I the only one that was always confused with Suicune's typing? Well, that was easy. I have lost. I admit it. You are strong. This? The Sunset Wing? I see. You came seeking the Mirage Pokemon. Step back. And now it's rainbowed. This rainbow wing. It is the key to meeting the Mirage Pokemon. Take this wing. Take it to the mountain so high that its peak is obscured by clouds. Yes, take it to Mount far away. The Mirage Pokemon is at its peak. Now, I do believe that Mount Far Away is a 99th floor dungeon. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun. Alright. 60 floors. That's still pretty long, folks. Gotta say. Well. Okay. Well, I gotta check a couple things. All right. Because we're heading for the long haul. Better be sure we're prepared. We'll carry a few more apples than usual. I think I'll either take I'll probably take the Salamence or Latios with us. Probably Latios. It's risky with this lower level, but that doesn't really matter because because those are his stats. I've been busy with him. That's also his moveset, which isn't bad. Could be better, but it's not bad. Alright. Let's tackle this. Oh dear. I am not looking forward to long-winded dungeons. Also, like before, as soon as we see the steps, it doesn't matter where we are, we're just going to take them. That was your own undoing there, my friend. Because now you're vulnerable to my Bone Rush. Also, I want to point out something. So, specifically Latios. Hello. So, essentially Latios was the beta design for Blaziken. It's one of those examples where, well, that doesn't make much sense. Sure it doesn't, but... great. Oh, well. Did it destroy my... No. Dagnabbit. No, it didn't destroy my... Never mind. Good. Okay. I was worried that it destroyed my empowerment seeds. If it did, I'd be very irritated, and there was no way I'm going to help but let it buff. Cool. Alright. So some of the training with Latios is paying off. I didn't mean to select that. Alright, let's just move on. No, I am not going to help a Ladybug. You've already asked me before. I'm not going to. Happiny. Sorry, I'm not going to help that one either. Seismic toss in this game. The epitome of hit an MFer with another MFer. Oh yeah, that's right. Because it's hailing 100 accuracy blizzards. Yes. Yes, I do. No offense, but Happiny is one of those examples of it was a Pokemon that did not need to... It's a baby Pokemon that did not need to exist. We already have plenty of those. Stairs. Before Sylvia cured me there, I was about to sing The Sound of Silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Yeah, why are all the recruitables just terrible? Hey, Latios, could you go get that for me? Thanks. Ooh, ooh. Please, please, please. Oh no, an apple became a big apple. Whatever will I do? Don't worry, we're only a 10th of the way there. Scarberry? Well, we haven't seen you in a while. Yes, yes. Stop asking me. If I don't want to help the Pokemon, I don't want to help it. If you give me something halfway worthwhile, maybe I will. Instead, you're giving me Ladybuzz, which are terrible, Weedle, which is not evolved, and we have no way to evolve it. Yet, anyway. And then Happiny, which, again, we have no way to evolve it. And even still, Chansey would be a pretty bad liability. Come on, move. Hey, something worthwhile. Sure, come along. Absol, eh? You know, I still think that they should have just not have Absol be an encounter and make the one that joins you willingly one of a kind. I don't know, I feel like it's just a cop-out. Good. I don't care how much faster you are. You're dead. No, wait, let me do this right. Omae wa mo shinderu! For alligator, eh? Mud Sport. On a ground type. Yeah, I knew sure brought the invitations. Oh well. Can't do anything about that. Okay, so that's right. Absol can either have pressure or super lock, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is definitely not the first time that Arcanine became a bit of a big bad enemy. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Snubble. That's okay. Not great, just okay. have to go one tile over just to use that move. Ah. That is so annoying. Nope. Let me turn this down for a second because I am going to make a quick reference because of the way that I just said that. I have been falling for 30 minutes. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's be noisy and guard the damn steps. Hooray, we're a third of the way through. Aye. Typhlosion? Well, speaking of Quilava. Alright, the only thing we're missing is a Meganium. Sure, why not? Be helpful. Dugtrio. Oh. Oh boy, now there's a beast in our path. Well, we gotta expect that now. Sure. Too bad it's not the Alolan version. Even though it did exist at this point. People have made so many jokes out of Alolan Dugtrio, but none of them really get old, though. The most common ones are L'Oreal because I'm worth it. Or we're worth it. Someone turned the Alolan Dugtrio into Johnny Bravo. And then, And then the other one is, it's Hanson. The band Hanson. Stuff never gets old. Alrighty. Talk about eyes in the back of your head. Oh yes, one thing I want to point out. This is I'm not sure how long this has been a mechanic, but Sandstorm works differently on Rock-type Pokemon. What it does is Rock-type Pokemon only, though. This does not apply to Steel or Ground types, unfortunately. It makes it so Rock-type Pokemon have double the defense. Not defense, special defense. Man, it sucks to be that Tyranitar. I froze it twice. Alright, I'm ready to go. Ah, darn it, frozen again! Yep, I figured. Also has a lot of scary Pokemon. Uh-oh. Run! It's Godzilla! Sit down, Godzilla. Do I have any moves left? No, not really. Oh yeah, I forgot Latios has that now. It's kind of like a default rare quality, I feel, getting squeezed out, but it's not the worst ability. It makes it prolonged exploration a little more bearable. Also, am I the only one who's disappointed that Castform does not have a Sandstorm version of itself? To benefit from it, it should be a rock type. Oh yeah, that's right. Cyndaquil is not a bad choice either for the beginning of the game. Because I completely forgot that I could learn Rollout, which is another one of the 5-hit attacks. Well, multiple hit attacks, I should say. multi-hit. There. That's the correct technical term for that. Another one? Thanks for the boost, I appreciate it. Eat this. Sit down, Godzilla. Alright, enough of this noise. It's unfortunate that that one became sticky, but I can at least use this one. Huh. Oh, what are these? What are those? Oh my gosh. Okay, that actually helped. Been waiting forever to get my hands on that. Keep losing the ones that I have. Yeah. Thanks, I appreciate it. Darn, I really should have brought the invitations with me. Alright, Latios. Wanna get a little revenge? Ah, wait till we're halfway through. Huh. That T-Tor must have unnerved somehow. Either that or Sandstream doesn't work immediately after the sandstorm goes away. That makes the most sense. Kabutops. Not bad. But I'm gonna pass. Oh, we're halfway there. Lombre, I already have Ludicolo, so... Alakazam, eh? Good back here? Thanks for the perfect accuracy, Blizzard. How dare you bite me? That's for biting me. You don't do that, it's rude. Fishing bandana, what we got over here? More Neo Pebbles. Do I have 99 Geopebbles? That's insanity. In that case... Let's see here. Oh no, I have 40. That must be the max. I'll use them. Go ahead and get your Dragon Breath back up. Didn't I have a... Yeah, that's what I thought. Here, Latios, you can have that. You know what? Since we actually have these now, I'm going to use them. Give me an idea of where I might end up with a monster house, and I might end up finding a monster house accidentally. Might also make it easier to find the stairs too. Sneak Scarf? That's new. Alakazam, another Pokemon is a definition of a glass cannon. Very strong, very fast. Bad defenses. Potential monster house to the northwest. Potential. Nope. That's why I said potential. And now we're 2/3 of the way there. Nobody said there'd be math. Swampert? Pretty good Pokemon. Having only one weakness. Yeah, it's a quad weakness, but hey, having only one weakness is nice. Gen 3 is the hard carry Pokemon. I only have 2 more orange berries, so sorry, Skarmory. May have to take the L here. Ninetales. Nah. Hey. Don't care. Yes, I do. You know, I gotta admit though, I do like the variety of the level instead of it just being looking the same all the way through. Makes it less mundane. I like it. Oh well. What in the world just happened there? I guess guest Pokemon don't have PowerPoint limits. Good to know. I'm going to eat this for no reason. Big enemy. Don't know what that is. I guess we won't find out immediately. Oh, Steelix. Rhyperior? Yeah, that would be good. There's the stairs. Yes, please. You can have this apple. Steelix, eh? I'm going to decline. With what lies ahead, yeah. It's cool, but it's not remotely worth it. Am I the only one who thinks that Arcanine should have had a Mega Evolution? I mean, yeah, I know we're at the point now where it comes to Mega Evolution, that ship has sailed, but the thing is, what's Gen 10's mechanic going to be? Charizard? What is this, like Starter Central? I'm happy that this is no longer an actual weather condition anymore. They changed it to snow, which honestly makes more sense to me. I don't understand why they didn't come up with a concept of snow much earlier in the series. I don't know, it makes more sense than hail. Stairs are over here, aren't they? Yep, how'd I know? Let's see, is this definitely you? Not bad, but I would have gone for for a rock type attack, almost a ground type attack. Woo! I think it's time for Ryu to go to bed. Alright. I hate to use these, but... Jeez, yeah. Okay, never mind. I don't feel as bad now. That was bad. That was very bad. What are the XP boost, rare quality stacks? That is the question there. Swap with this sticky max elixir since I can't use it. So apparently Charizard sleeps while flying. Take that. Five more floors. We're almost there. I'll swap it with this heal ribbon. We don't need it anyway. Oh, how dare you do that to me? I'll leave the scope lens behind. Hey, an apple. Convenient. Alright. Don't need this. Come to think of it, there haven't been that many traps throughout this part of the dungeon, I've noticed. Well, there's one, but they haven't been as numerous as they were on the other floors. Yeah, I'll take another one of those. Oh, it's sticky. Wouldn't that just make it a candied apple? Or a caramelized apple? That would just make it tastier. It wouldn't make it impossible to eat. Oh well. Here I am trying to make logic out of a Pokemon game. Oh no, the move that had one power point anyway. Whatever will I do? That's how that works? It's kind of crazy. Okay, one more floor, and we're home free. You know what, YOLO. Okay, where did you get me off to? You know what? You can take this one. Do the honors. Mega Latios, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we finally made it. Excellent! You have done well to come this far. You have overcome countless challenges, fought through many dangerous situations, and finally ascended to the very peak of Mount Faraway. Truly, only the chosen have reached the summit. However, this is not the end. As if you couldn't guess what this quest was leading to. I am Ho-Oh, the builder of rainbows across the sky. Only when you overcome me in battle, that is when this mountain is conquered. This is the final challenge. Here I come. One of the most underrated box art Pokemon in the series. Interesting. What a crazy idea. Oh boy. Sorry, Skarmory. Nice. And that is why I learned Bone Rush, folks. Recoil boost, eh? Good thing I can learn Flare Blitz. No rare quality, but hey, Arcanine isn't bad. One day, in a small cave in the distant west, Charizard. Hey, get a move on! This is rough going. What's wrong with you? Going to whine about it now? Let me think. It wasn't you who wanted to explore this place, saying you found a new cave and all? Yeah. I just happened to be swimming by in the sea when I spotted this cave. I didn't expect it to be a dungeon this rough. I thought a different team would be a good change of pace. But you're pathetic. So much for Mr. Big Shot Blastoise. What? Call me pathetic, will you? What you've seen of me so far is nothing. Never underestimate Blastoise. Well, There, you're still feeling feisty. That's the spirit. I think we're getting close. Let's keep it going. Oh, so you did that to motivate me. Thanks. Hey, no problem. Let's move. What's wrong? Are you still wiped out? No, that's not it. Just now. Did you hear something? I thought I heard a voice. No, I don't hear anything. Is it you? Who disturbs my sleep? Is it you? Who's there? Who are you? Show yourself! Me? I was... Oh, snap. Engineered. Created only to fight. The most powerful of all Pokemon. Well, two guesses as to who that was. I've always wondered, who would be the most powerful Pokemon of all? What? There's something besides Rayquaza? Is that it? Oh, sheesh, Rayquaza destroyed a star! Ah, Buffett! Who else but Rayquaza would be able to do that? Ah, Buffett! But there's Groudon, isn't that tough? Is that true? Why, even Alakazam's team couldn't defeat it. Wah, Buffett! Legend has it that Groudon shaped continents. It's an incredible Pokemon. Wah! Hey, you came along at the right time. We're having a little argument about who the most powerful Pokemon happens to be. Just what do you think? Who do you think is the most powerful? I mean, I guess I can be modest. Considering I've taken down gods in this game already. Awkward silence. Well, I know you want to become tougher, but I hope you never give up chasing your dreams. I heard this story. Somewhere in the world is a Pokemon that was made for fighting. A Pokemon made for fighting? Yep. They say it has so much fighting power, all it can think of is defeating anything it meets. That's a rather savage Pokemon, I shudder to think. Where might such a horrid Pokemon be now? Rumors say it is storing its power. They say it is sleeping in a dungeon somewhere. Is it the unknown dungeon? That rumor, it's true. Charizard and Blastoise? Oh my gosh, what happened to you? They're hurt bad. What exactly happened? It's what that White-On was saying. We were wiped out by that Pokemon. What? What did you say? There's no mistake. It said it was made to fight, but that Pokemon's power, there was nothing fake about it. It really was the most powerful. Charizard, are you okay? There is a cave far in the west. It's there. I never want to go back again. Oh my gosh, Blastoise, we're down too. They need help now. I'll go get someone. Wow, it really exists. A Pokemon that tough. But you know, we know now that the Pokemon is in the western cave. I still don't feel like going out there. Going anywhere like that would be way too scary. I'm scared too. Wow, my fat. I love the awkward silence, by the way. Who is the strongest? I am! What, no male Pelipper? Alright, let me guess. Is it a 99 floor dungeon? What? 20? What's the catch? Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Should probably check in with Spinda since it was the one that started this entire campaign. What? You've seen the Mirage Pokemon? What sort of Pokemon was it? I see. Understood. So it is named Ho-Oh. Ah, I see indeed. Truly I envy you. You've made me open my eyes. Well, they still look googly, but still. You took the words out of my mouth. The lesson is, we mustn't ever give up. Because if you give up, that's when it ends. Thank you. You have inspired me to resume my travels. I will again travel the world to find rare Pokemon, perhaps even before you. Farewell. Okay, so I am going to take a quick break, and then we're going to see what these two want. Okay, back to it. What do you two want? I think Gengar headed off to Mount Freeze. I've heard it is a place that is very difficult. Will he be okay? Gengar went to meet with Ninetales, that's what I think. What he needs to do when he does meet Ninetales, I don't know. Try to make Ekans sound a little bit like Orochimaru. Alrighty. Wow, that is the first one of those I've seen all game. That's actually impressive. Jeez, we had a lot of Reviver Seeds. I do what too well? The Wobbuffet? Ugh. Unfortunately, it does have repercussions, as you can tell. Ugh. Am I the only one who is disappointed that Shiny Kecleon is not the color of the brother in this game? I always found it weird how Wynaut and Wobbuffet just disappear until it's convenient for them. Alright. You're definitely an embarrassment, because I'm sitting at the ace rank now. Okay. So, why is Gengar heading there? Is there a reason? Okay, so as this stands, yes, you can go and rematch the legendary beast and they'll join you. I'll be doing that off screen. I'm also going to finish the buried relic off screen as well because it's becoming a bit scary. Let's put it that way. I think there has to be a rescue request put in for Mount Freeze. Or are we able to just go there now? No, I think we do have to wait for Gengar. Okay, in that case, let's go prepare a bit more, and we're going to go smack Mewtwo around. Spoilers, I know, but what other Pokemon would say that they were created to do one thing? Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out. I may has idea. Jeez, you're stronger than I thought you were. The only downside is you're a little squishy. But considering what Pokemon you are, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. So, let's take you with us, but first, let's make him a little better. Also, this is still one of the weirdest concepts. How do you get a shark out of a piranha? I would take one. Yeah, I think I'll actually instead take one of the ghost types that can Mega Evolve with us. Seems like a waste, yada yada yada, but there is a different reason. And no, I will not take Gengar. Gengar would be a little too risky. If we're fighting Mewtwo, then Mewtwo is a psychic type and Gengar is a poison type. Who thought that was a good idea? Alright, where's Banette? There you are. It's only 20 floors, so it shouldn't be too terrible, but we'll see. I like how all the post-game dungeons look like old ruins. That actually has some sense to it. Ah, Girafarig. The one Pokemon, under normal circumstances at least, would be immune to ghost types. Despite being a type that is weak to them, because it is also a normal type. Well, that's annoying. Whatever. Oh, yeah. I was going to say this is the first time I've seen Ralts, that's a lie. We saw it in Witch Cave. Wish Cave. Alright. Well, considering how hard it is, it might as well be a cave that a witch lives in. Oh well, I have something in mind for it. It just requires me to do stuff in the buried relic. Smeargle, eh? Is he another shot at Smeargle, I guess? Again, though, I think that, like, the Pokemon that are involved in some sort of quest should be, Heracross. But they should be, exclusive. The only one that, gets a pass is Skarmory. For obvious reasons. Because while there was the one Skarmory, I'm afraid that it never reappears, so I'm going to pass on the Heracross. It'd be too risky in a dungeon like this. I also realized I forgot to bring an empowerment seed. Oh well. Odds are I'll probably find one. Well, there's definitely a monster house to the south. But watch that be the room with the stairs. It wasn't. One thing that is very helpful about Abra, and especially long-winded dungeons, is that they drop max ethers all the time. Downside, they're a little tough to catch, because all they know is teleport, so you figure that one out. Oh yeah, I forgot you have the small stomach ability. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so maybe Banette was a good choice, regardless. Yeah, we're going to level up pretty fast. Yanmega, huh? That's actually pretty good. Hey, that's a pretty good. How dare you? You will pay for your insolence! How many apples do I have? Okay. The trick with Wobbuffet, do not attack it directly. Because how it works is, even if it activates counter or mirror codes, if you attack it from a distance, it does not work. Fun fact. If you use a move that can only attack in front of you, then it's a risk. And the way Shadow Tag works in this game is you cannot escape its grasp once you're in it. If you're in any proximity towards it, you cannot move. Oh, Chimecho. Why are you such a bad Pokemon? In fact, it was so bad that Game Freak decided to troll it and be like, nah, we're not going to give you an evolution, we're going to give you a baby form. Because that won't annoy anybody. Okay. They're being very generous with the max ethers. I'm not complaining. At least Yon Mega doesn't have speed boost. Means it has compound eyes. Not a bad ability either way. Though in this game, because of how annoying speed boost is, I would prefer to have compound eyes. It's a cool ability in which the Pokemon gains, I think it's a 23% accuracy boost. Very oddly specific, but it's very good on a Pokemon like Galvantula. Because what that does, it turns Thunder from a 75% accurate move to a 96% accurate move. Not guaranteed to hit, but much higher. Double the Wobbuffet. Not prepared for trouble. Monster house in the upper right hand corner. Watch that be where we need to go. Very likely. Very likely. Yep, it is. Of course it is. How dare you? I didn't mean to do that. I forgot where I have a fresh hotkey. There it is. And when I said that Chimecho got a useless baby form, well, there's the baby form. Yes. Yes, I do. Pokemon's mostly useless. I don't care what game it is. I don't even think Chimecho's that great in this game either. Was it you? Who disturbed me in my sleep? Was it you? Okay, Frieza. My name is Mewtwo. Being the fight, I have secluded myself here in suspended animation. Would you like to know why? It's quite simple. If anyone such as you were to come along, I could defeat them at full power. Come on! Doesn't take up much space, eh? That makes sense, though. Mewtwo's not exactly a huge Pokemon. Alright. You need to move here. You need to move forward one. While saving the, Ow. Okay, now. I've got everyone in place. Oh, that's not even fair. I have all these orange berries to spare, so why not? Yeah, I knew that would be the case. Behold, the true power of Mewtwo. Yeah. Yeah. That was going to happen. How many do I have left? 3, it looks like. Yikes. Alright. I'll be sparing with him now. Sylvia's practically carrying us here. Sorry, Bennett. Okay, that time he decided to be an idiot, so that's good for us. There we go. And now he's on our side. Now I debate who's stronger, Mega Mewtwo or Mega Rayquaza. You have an argument for either one. Oh, Gengar? Like always, slow to rise, aren't you, Team Tenacity? But that's not what I came here to say. Not today. It irks me to say this, but I need your help. Can you take me up to Mount Freeze? I tried over and over to go up, but yeah, it's steep and harsh. Ninetales is up on Mount Freeze. I've got to see Ninetales. I'm prepared to do whatever it takes. That's why I'm asking you. Take me up to Mount Freeze. You know, considering everything you put us through, it would be very cathartic to say no to you. But that's not what we're here about. That's settled. You have my trust. And, Gengar here is, more important to the plot than you may think. And I'll just leave it there. It's also debatable because Mega Rayquaza has a higher base stat total than Mega Mewtwo by just 20 points, but still, it is horrifying. Okay, Mount Freeze, the expedition won't be too hard because that was a lot earlier in the game. So really all we need are just a bunch of apples. And whether or not Gengar might be a liability, so let's carry a few extra of these. Let's see what kind of moves we have to work with, though. Alright, so you have Recover, Psychic, Swift, and Aura Sphere by default. Not bad. The problem is, like Charizard, because it has 2 Mega Evolutions, it'll be random which one it evolves into. I'm happy it evolved into X, because we would have been doomed if it evolved into Y. So your learn set's terrible. Then again, Rayquaza's isn't all that great either. So let's see what tutor moves we have, and it's going to be long. Yep, 4 pages. That figures. Drain punch. Not great, not terrible. Alright, let's check this clerk, see if he has any escape orbs. No, he doesn't. Alright, continue to be useless. Okay, so might as well see if we have any jobs for Mount Freeze while we're at it. That would be a no. Mount Faraway. An escort mission on Mount Faraway. Are you insane? Yes, I am. Actually, let me pick up another one for the Dark Knight Relic. Okay. Ah, so the jobs are on hold. I mean, that makes sense, though. Oh, I can still bring someone with me anyway, huh? Oh, gee, I wonder who I should bring with me. Oh, I don't know. Actually, I have something else in mind. You can come with us, because I have an idea. Let's make it interesting. Alright, let's do it. Mount Freeze, Nighttails is here, definitely. Get me to the summit. It's kind of jarring to have Charizard suddenly with us, because it feels like we have the Charizard that's in the game. In the game's story. Huh. So he has different text because it's the Gengar from the story. That makes sense. So, this game, while not as high stakes as its sequel, does have a couple plot twists in it. The first one was your character being a human and being brought into this world for one specific reason, and that was to restore the world's balance back to normal. But there is another plot twist. In fact, coming up. So stay tuned. For the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z. I'm joking. Alright, let's make it interesting. Hey, Charizard, swallow this. Why? Alright. Not bad. 200 damage! Woo! Nope, I've already had like 5 of you at one point. No thanks. Also, I'm far from being the strongest Pokemon because I had to use hacks to defeat Mewtwo, so... I even forgot about the Mega Evolution Seed. Oh yeah, that's right. These are the dungeons when we're on the run, so finding escape orbs are a lot more common. That makes sense now. Why didn't I think of that sooner? Oh well. We were on the run because of this Gengar, nonetheless. I guess it makes sense, too, that you can't do requests while doing this, because some of them are escort quests, and the game's checking to make sure that that slot is not filled up. And since Gengar fills up that slot, well, there we go. Workup? I think that's the first time I've seen that. Also, anyone else think it's kind of suspicious, too, that Gengar suddenly wants to see Ninetales? So what could that mean? I always pick up these link boxes. I never use them, but they're good selling fodder. Linking moves, I never did it because I never really had a reason to. But how it works is, whenever you link two moves together, use them one after the other. It pairs up well with a move called Laser Focus. What Laser Focus does is the next move you use will always be a guaranteed critical hit. So if I decide to learn that and link it up with Bone Rush, oh boy, that's going to do a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage! I don't know why it took me until now to explain that. Wonder, he probably does, but I wonder if Gengar makes fun of you for failing to make it up Mount Freeze. Especially at this point in the game where it would not be possible to die here. Well, unless you find a Kecleon shop like we do up ahead, and then try to steal from them. Which is a very bad idea, but it's also the only way to recruit Kecleon. Like Oran Berries, Reviver Seeds. Not that I don't have a ton of these already. A Nullify Bandana, which is whatever. Eh. What is Charizard's rare quality, come to think of it? I never paid any attention. Alright, it doesn't tell me anything. Oh well. Because if it was a sales pitch, then I'd be able to sell these link boxes to the Kecleon for a premium. Been a while since you've seen the halfway point in a dungeon, huh? I really wish that they would bring these back. They do in the sequel. But in this game, they just nix it after you make it through the first time. Does Gengar have anything interesting to say? Words of wisdom from Charizard. Well, that's odd. It reverts back to normal. Oh wow. It was cool while it lasted. Because what it does is it also gives you a moment to It gives you a moment to breathe and heal properly. Slacking? Ooh. Your ability is terrible, but I can fix that. The Nullify bandana is a thing. I already have 2 Salamence at one point, so no, I'll pass. But what the halfway point also does is that, yeah, it restores your power points and health back to full. I feel like every dungeon should have that, so that way you don't really need to expend too many items. He was on his own, that Charizard isn't too bad. Another shop, eh? Anything interesting? Hornberry, Wiggly. A revival orb, I already have a ton of those. Well, you're useless. Another Kecleon's shop. 2 floors in a row. I've never seen that happen before. What's the seed? Reviver seed? Meh. Very meh. Okay, I think this is the summit. Yeah. Okay. Here at last. We're at the peak. Hey, Ninetales, where are you? Come out! Asking you shall receive. Long time, Ninetales. Recognize me? What do you want? You want to know what I want? Look at me. Isn't it your fault that I look like this? What? You can't even begin by apologizing? It is not my fault. It all arose because you fled. Isn't that so? You fled from yourself. As a human. And you fled from Gardevoir. Yes, this Gengar was the human in Wishcash's legend. It was I who cast the curse. How's that for a plot twist? But you became Gengar because you abandoned Gardevoir. It was Gardevoir that bore my curse, not you. Yeah, you're quibbling. Anyway, about that curse. How about lifting it already? You have the nerve to ask that? Yeah, that's right. Imagine me asking anyone for a favor. I'm breaking out in hives at the thought. Turn me down and I'll KO you. Well, it won't be me during the fighting, it'll be Jess here. I'll see this curse lifted, even if it means taking you on. I regret to inform you, Even if you could defeat me, the curse would remain. I don't have the power to lift curses. What are you saying? We Ninetales are known to be vengeful in the extreme. Once we cast a curse, it is final. Our curses are so powerful, even we cannot lift them. There may be a way, however. I became enraged at your treacherous heart, and on it I laid my curse. For that reason, depending on your heart now, the curse may be lifted. Take this with you. Gardevoir's physical form is sealed within the murky cave. The seal can be broken by that stone, the Nine-Tailed Crest. Gotcha! We just go to this murky cave and plunk down that rock, and that breaks the seal, so goodbye to the curse. How do you like that? It's ridiculously simple. There was a way to lift the curse after all. You had me scared. Hey, I kept you waiting. Let's go home. That oaf. He has changed in many ways, but he is wavering. His old and new emotions are clashing within his heart. If he would only realize that upon reaching the murky cave, if he does not. You did good today. Next we go to the Murky Cave place. That sounds like another challenging place, so I'll need your help still. Whoa, Gengar again? It's the Murky Cave next. I'll need your help for that. Okay. Then we'll go to the Murky Cave. Gardevoir's physical form, that's where it is. For my sake, Gardevoir. Nah, that's not important. I just feel like going. Okay, go there for me, to the Murky Cave. The only place I want to go is the Murky Cave. Yada yada yada, he already says that. Okay, so... one thing we're going to do is... of course, Mewtwo would be in a place like this. Where else would it be? Okay. Only 100 HP. Yeesh. They really do trickle down on your HP, don't they? Well, I think this dungeon will be a good place to stop afterwards. Alright. Okay, I'm going to have to see how rough this is going to be, too. That does matter. $19 floors. That's okay. That's not too bad. Alright. So, what we're going to do is we're going to grab 2 of the empowerment seeds. And then... okay. What should you learn? Ice Beam would be a good move to learn. I mean, it's almost a crime it doesn't have this move. Okay, let's see. Alright. I got something else in mind then. We're going to deposit the Ice Beam, because I have something else in mind. Just in case, just to make an even split, because Mewtwo could be... Wait, you can learn Shadow Ball? How come I never... Oh, well. You live and you learn, I guess. Anyway, it's almost a crime that he doesn't know Shadow Ball. Yes, I want to learn that. Come on, game. I need some money. How much money doesn't matter. If only money were this easy to earn IRL. Am I right? Alright. In this case, let's teach you Ice Punch. I almost said Thunder Punch. Yeah. Ryu's apparently going crazy here. Alright. Now with the updated moveset, Empowerment Seeds. Let's head to the Murky Cave. I have Mewtwo split down the middle because he could become either of his Mega Evolutions. So... And I'm keeping Recover as a base move because... Yeah, that's too good of a move to not have. We're here, Murky Cave. Don't leave me behind. Alright. Let's rip out the Band-Aid and see what we're going to get. Okay, Mega Mewtwo Y. Alright. Monster House to the east. Now, based on the movesets that he has currently, this is better in this regard because Mega Mewtwo Y is more special oriented, whereas X is more physical oriented, which is why I said we got lucky when we fought that version of him, because he's also a fighting type. There are actually theories as to why Mewtwo has two forms and can go to either one. The theory is when he was created, he had to have a human host to stabilize its DNA. So it depends on which media you look at, but under most circumstances it's supposed to be Blaine, the Fire-type gym leader from Gen 1. So, because of that, depending on which form it takes, if it becomes its X version, it starts becoming more humanoid, like its human host. But the Y version, it starts reverting back to its original host, being Mew. You know, I like to cheat and just get Magnezone right away, but I don't want to actually do that, because the Magnemite that they give you in the game, I want it to just become a Magnezone naturally. But yeah, that's how it works. Its X form, it's starting to revert to its human host, and its Y version, it's starting to revert back to its Mew form. Seadra. You know, I might actually go for that. I'm gonna have to really grind some evolution crystals. I know exactly where to look for some, but unfortunately, it's going to take some time. However, I am considering calling it quits on this series for now, after this episode. Because there's so much I have to do in order to be prepared for certain things. So we'll probably revisit it at some other point. And it will be called Mystery Dungeon DX Revisited. But you saw 229 damage. That is how powerful the Mega Mewtwo's are. If I can't do one of the Ks with Mew, Mewtwo is actually a pretty good candidate by itself. Because its level up balloon set is not terrible. And even at level 5, it is very powerful. I'm sure I'll find a lot of empowerment seeds along the way. Mostly Rossberries, 2 TMs, Brutal Swing, Warp Wand, Smart Strike. Okay. I'm surprised that Marowak cannot learn Smart Strike. Well, that's unfortunate. It was fun to wreck shop while I could. Oh well. But I might start moving on to the next game, which is... I don't know yet. It might be Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses, because I've been wanting to play that game again. Running into the starter Pokemon can be a problem because of their abilities. You know, being Overgrow, Torrent, and Blaze. I'm also about to go on a vacation, so I'll have a lot of time to work on getting the Pokemon and getting through dungeons, among other things. So, we will be back with this game. Eventually. Now, another thing about the Wish Tower, the Wish Cave, and the other tower, doing it single is a little risky, but there's less risk involved because you don't have to worry about your partners getting in the way. So sending in Pokemon like Mew or Mewtwo make perfect sense, because the thing about doing certain dungeons with one of the dungeons with Mew is that there are a lot of TMs and Mew can learn any move, so it becomes helpful in that regard. The problem is I have to find and recruit Mew, and there's a lot of RNG involved with it. Not to mention, I'm going to have to relearn False Swipe. So yeah, if you see Jess and Sylvia at level 100 at a later time, don't be alarmed, that's exactly what ended up happening. Did a lot of stuff off screen. Is that Grimer or Muck? Oh well, it doesn't matter. Oh, well that's convenient. Kamehameha! Eh, not as good as its Y form, but hey. Still ain't bad. And while Mewtwo may not have the move pool that Mew has, because it can Mega Evolve, it makes up for it. Espeon? But yeah, you see with his X form, Mewtwo turns a little more humanoid. canceled out. That's so annoying. Oh well. Let's go adventure on, Asm. Oh. Never mind. Sure, just keep handing these back to me. Yeah, it is random every time. Still does a lot of damage. But he was doing 200 some as his wife. Mewtwo is getting hungry. Mewtwo is getting hungry and can't maintain the form. You know what's like? You know what that's like doing that? How about the guy that always stands and flexes by the pool? That's what I'm doing the entire time. Of course. Where the faded Pokemon is where I was supposed to go. You're right there. Your eyes are rolled to the back of your head. Monster House to the south. Got it. Also, they make this dungeon a bit on the easy side because Gengar is following you, so that can make it a lot more risky. All right. Yeah, we're here at last. This is it? This is the deepest floor of the murky cave? Oh, look! There's a die! There's a hollow spot. I guess the stone goes in there. What's this about? Nothing's happening. Huh? I thought I heard something. Did you just say something? No. That's odd. I could have sworn I heard something. Welcome. Welcome to the Velvet Room. Oh wait, wrong game. Welcome to the Murky Cave. What? What? Where is that voice coming from? Who are you? I am the judge of... Maybe I should use that voice here. I am the judge of darkness. You have nothing to fear from me. I mean you no harm. Just now, a key was inserted to break a curse. The curse. It is the one on Gardevoir. Yeah, exactly. Please lift the curse now. I cannot allow that right away. I must first know if you have earned the right. I must evaluate you. You must bear your true feelings to me. What? You're going to test me? Well, what, I have to fight some boss creature? Oh no, nothing so barbaric. All that I need is for some questions to be answered. However... What? I can't move! Gengar, you will not be doing the answering. You will answer. What are you saying? Why is someone else speaking for me? Let me do it! Gengar, your heart is interwoven with conflicting emotions. You will probably never show the truth within your heart. What? Yes, we'll enter Gengar's heart. Please navigate carefully through Gengar's emotions. If you fail to draw out Gengar's true feelings, the curse will never be broken. Hey! Don't you dare fool around! I'll make you pay for it! You have but one chance. Do your best. Fine. It is time. First of all, why does Gengar wish to break this curse? To help... Didn't Gengar abandon Gardevoir long ago? Why would Gengar want... He came to understand Gardevoir. Came to understand Gardevoir's feelings. What is it you claim to understand? Caring for Gengar. I see. Gardevoir became a presence without a physical form because she bore the curse. But even then, Gardevoir never stopped caring for Gengar. Having learned that, Gengar now wants to save Gardevoir. It makes sense. However, until now, Gengar had forgotten entirely about Gardevoir, correct? And now Gengar wants to save Gardevoir. Isn't that asking a lot? It is. I see. You say this because Gengar is willing to face the consequences. Gengar is coming to the aid of Gardevoir because he wants to help. Is that what you claim? I understand now. My questions are finished. Gengar, whether you have the right to break the curse or not, I will now render my judgment. The curse could not be lifted. Wait! It is most regrettable, but the curse on Gardevoir will last all eternity. Wait a minute! Let me say something. It's true. I abandoned Gardevoir and ran. I was afraid that the curse would fall on me. I had to get away no matter what. That's what I thought. It didn't take long for me to forget about the curse and about Gardevoir. Many long years passed, but Gardevoir, she never forgot about me. One night, in Jess's dream, Gardevoir said this. She said that she considered me an irreplaceable friend, and that she still believed we would meet again. Gardevoir kept thinking about someone like me, but how selfish I was. I lived carefree all this time. I realize now how selfish I was. It's not just Gardevoir. He put up with my selfishness and brought me here. I finally know what I was missing, what I lacked. It was something for the others, a sense of gratitude. The lock bearing the curse, it has opened. Gardevoir? It worked, Gengar. Ninetales? But I don't know what you're saying. The curse has been broken. I cast my curse in rage at your twisted heart. When your heart gained what it had been missing, the curse was shattered. The final key to break the curse was your sense of gratitude. Then Gardevoir, you may be reassured Gardevoir has returned. She will soon awaken. However, the fact that you were her partner in the past, Gardevoir will have no recollection of that. That doesn't matter. Gardevoir is back. That's enough for me. Love how I said Mewtwo did it. Thank you so much. My curse has been lifted. You did this for me, even though I had never met you before. I have no idea how to thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so very much for saving me. Good for you, Gardevoir. Hey, Jess Sylvia, thanks for getting me through this. This is my thanks. Adios. Oh, wait, please. What is it now? Your name. Please, what is your name? Yeah, the name's Gengar. Glad to meet you. My name is Gardevoir. I am also glad to meet you. Shame that she won't remember. The next morning. And now things are back to normal. Or are they? I have done a lot of thinking. I would like to join you and help on rescues. May I become a member? Thank you. I promise to do my best for the team. Level 50, not bad, not bad. Lonely. You totally just went there. Holy crap, why am I loaded? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, that would have been bad. Oops, I forgot to put my money back in after I used it all. Oh, that would have been very bad if I somehow fainted in the dungeon. Alright, so there are 299 floor dungeons I still need to finish. The Buried Relic and the Silver Trench. I think I'm actually going to end things off here though, because I think next week we will do the Silver Trench dungeon. And like I said, the Buried Relic at this point, because we've already dealt with the Regigolems, is technically optional now. The reason why is A, I'm getting exhausted, and B, a 99 floor dungeon. You saw how long it took me to get through a 60 floor dungeon. And then, yeah, these ones are going to be rough. Those two, and I don't think the Joyous Tower ends with anything though. And then the Wish Cave. I don't think the Joyous Tower ends with anything in particular. No, it's just a 99 floor dungeon with a lot of treasure at the end. So it's not entirely worth it, in my opinion. However, upon doing a little research here, I have discovered that I'm going to have to do some raising off screen too for it. Preparing and getting ready. It looks like this dungeon has a high chance of spawning Lucario. And that is the only way to obtain him as an ally. But that's about it. Purity Forest, you could probably guess it's a forest in which you go back to level 5, of course. But at the end, you get to fight and recruit Celebi. And then Wish Cave, you could probably guess, yes. It's called Wish Cave. You make a wish and your wishes come true. That screams Jirachi. Also, if memory serves me correctly, Wish Cave can also make things, you gotta be very careful what you say to Jirachi. So, the first time you visit it, I believe the end, all you get is a bunch of vitamins and such from Jirachi. The second time you visit it, Jirachi joins you. I'm not going through this dungeon twice. At least on screen. Because these ones, yeah, I think they're going to be like an off-screen recording session that I can speed up because, oh boy, that's going to be hard. The rest of this stuff, yeah, we'll get there when we get there. So, I think I'm going to end things here for now. So, see you all next Thursday as well. Peace out.